we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hawkeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll run it from the gun. Running to Green. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Got the quick pass. And that... Good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, the good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's got the tight end. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The really good gain on 1st down. They'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Season opener, it's 3rd and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Touchback. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the Bears are in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He's got the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Got his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Iowa.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 24 to Pittsburgh. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. To the air, it's McMillan. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. It'll be a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Out of the end zone. He gets a block. Got a little room. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. He rolls all timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants and will finally get into the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. He wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news.
Turning it on! And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense trying to take it back. He opted out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Makes the grab past the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Finds a tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And the Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bring in the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. They're going to throw it on third and goal. He's got it still on his feet. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 4. Looking to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Iowa! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to really torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working.
There he goes. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. to the well. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's McMillan. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man in the middle. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be changing the route. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Touchdown Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Anderson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hawkeyes need to pick it up on 4th down. They'll run for it. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The running back here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that has not been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 31 over San Jose State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Bears force will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots, try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Complete in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. From the gun. Rushes on him. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bears!
step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to pass, it's McMillan. He's taking a deep shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball.
Going to take a shot. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.